Hi vegan hearts! I believe that if you're watching this video, you are already a vegan heart or you are about to becoming one. And I'm here to help you out. So in today's video, I want to talk about yoga and sciatica again. And I want to talk about the plank pose. So I was suffering 1.5 years from severe sciatica. There were times where my pain was so bad that I remember one day in winter, I had to go shopping. I had to. And it's a shop really nearby my apartment, and there was a little bit of snow on the ground, and I was just scared, and also the cold made my pain worse. It was all stress for my poor nerve, and I had like several attempts, and finally I got to the store, which is like, usually it's like a 2-minute walk, or it's like just around the corner. It took me, I don't know, 30 minutes to get there, and I made it finally because I used a stick, and yeah, this was really horrific, a really terrible experience, and you don't know how you get to a store which is right around the corner, and you have to really, it's a challenge. You have to really find and have a sparkling idea how to get there, and how to come back home. And after 1.5 years, I had the idea that I could start a daily yoga practice. I always wanted to do yoga, but actually never sticked with a practice. I always dreamt and liked the idea of being a yoga practitioner, but I actually never did it. And the pain reminded me of that wish, and finally I started it. So now after almost 5 months, or now I think it's 5 months now, I want to talk about the plank pose. And in the beginning, the plank pose was very critical because you hold your whole weight, and you have to have a strong hip. You have to have a strong hip if you hold yourself in the plank pose. And also when you get out of the plank pose and you get into the plank pose, every move, everything starts with the hip. It's the origin of the strength, the origin of the move is in the hip. And lowering my knees down to the ground also would, the vibration would go into my hip, which at the time was very, very inflamed. So extremely vulnerable. Yeah, in the beginning I got very carefully in slow motion in and out of the pose. Also, I feel that now I'm stronger, so I was at the point where I could hold it for 200 breaths. So that's a progress. And now I want to go further. So my pain is now in control. The inflammation is, I would say, 90% down. There's still something, it's not 100%, but it's so good. And now what I do is I alternate between passive long holds and active long holds. And in the plank, that active long holds look like that I walk with my hands back and forth, or that I take off from the ground one hand and the opposite leg, and then I alternate that. So this is how that looks like in the plank pose. And I love this. The long holds are good for strength, and the active long holds, they're good for balance. And if you do it fast and long enough, it's also a little bit cardio. And it's just fun because it's something else, and I can change in between different styles. Yeah, this was just a short. I just want to quick say that about the plank pose. And I'm going to finish off this video with a request, and I ask you, please veganize it. Your mind, your heart, the world. Bye.